Embiid on his shoes, honoring Kobe Bryant, his daughter, Gigi Bryant. Of course, Kobe, Philadelphia youngster, played there at Lower Merion High School. A moment of silence before the game for Kobe. And once they started, Marc Gasol, Embiid took it right at him. And Gasol's usually a guy that wears out Embiid the other way. He's one of the few guys in the league that can guard him. But Embiid backs him up a little bit, gets him on his heels. Shooters roll over that. 13 points in the first quarter for Embiid. Generally against Gasol, he averages 10.5 per game. So he found something to exploit in this one. LeBron finds something to exploit all the time. He's just that good. 16 points in the paint in the first half. That's the most he's had in a half as a Laker. For the third straight half, he had at least 20 points, which ties the longest streak he's had in a decade. 22 points in the opening 24 minutes, 9 of 13 shooting. Lakers down 4. So we got a tight one. Third quarter, this is not good for Embiid. He's had some injury things. He's had some back issues. He goes up for the dunk, and he lands flat, prone on the back. As you can see, that's a guy that is hurting. I mean, it's called the hardwood, you know. That's not a high jump mat that you fall onto. He stays in the game, and you can see, boy, he is moving slowly there. They leave him open, drains the three. He just keeps playing on despite the grimacing. Sixers up 7 after 3. We go into the fourth quarter. The lead's now 12. Danny Green, former Laker. Nice feed there from Ben Simmons. Simmons, 17-point triple-double. Did some nice work. Lakers trailed by 14 with 5 to play. They get it down to 7 with 2 to go. Dennis Schroeder, here's open, and there's wide open. Splash that in your face. So the Lakers cut it to 4. Doc Rivers, we're going to need a timeout. It's not all Blake's fault. Lakers get a stop again. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the corner for 3. We've got a 1-point game thanks to number 1. It's tight after another stop. 15 seconds to play. LeBron. They inbound it. LeBron gets it to a cutting Anthony Davis. And like that, the Lakers have a 13-zip run and the lead with 11 seconds left. 11 seconds, a lot of time. Sixers get the last shot. Doc dials this up. Tobias Harris on Alex Caruso. Harris, former Bucksman. Also played for Doc with the Clippers. Comes through. Drops that beautiful little pull-up jumper. No timeouts for the Lakers. So they get it to Anthony Davis, and he's falling, and he can't get up. The Sixers hang on to win at 107-106. Embiid 28-6. LeBron 34, 6 rebounds, 6 assists as well. More statistics about sports here from Bonds. The Lakers 13-0 run late. We showed you that. Tobias Harris eventually made it moot. What was amazing, it was Philly's only bucket. Their only 2 points in the final 3 minutes, and it came with 3 seconds left.
Well, the Jazz entered the night a half game behind the Lakers in the West. That 9-game winning streak helping out. They've averaged over 16 made threes per game this season, shooting 40% from the three land. Here we go.
Hey, LeBron, what you see is the primary reason that Philly was able to build the double-digit leads sort of, once a quarter almost that you guys had to kind of dig your way out of?
It was a game of rust for them. The first quarter was we put them to the free throw line way too much. I believe they had 12 free throw attempts at the end of the first quarter, something like that. And B probably may have like 8 of those. And it allowed them to get their defense set, neutralized us being able to get stops to get out on the break. So we had to do a better job of that. But I thought, listen, besides that, we held them to 21 points in the second, 26 and 26. And, and gave ourselves an opportunity to win at the end. And it didn't go our way, but I loved our fight. But you got to do a better job with the, keeping our hands out of the cookie jar, especially with a guy like Embiid who has, Harden like, magic as far as the swipe moves and things of that nature.
Up until that final run there, the shots weren't going down. That's happened a couple times on this trip. Have you seen anything different, or is it sort of make-miss in the way that you guys are getting shots and then converting from the perimeter?
I think we got some great looks. We play the same way every game. It's not like we change our approach, and our shooters kind of struggle tonight, obviously. We need, to open up the perimeter a lot more, but we got some great shots. Didn't make.
Well, hey, LeBron, that closing lineup you guys had tonight, a lot of teams, even dating back to last postseason, has struggled when you and AD are with 3 other perimeter players. Do you feel like that lineup they had tonight is a little bit of a ace in the hole that you guys have to really match up well with anybody?
Well, it's always good to know that you can go down the stretch and go to AD at the 5 and me at kind of like that point forward, and then surround us with guards and shooters and defenders if need be. We have a lot of minutes as far as with AD at the 5 and me kind of playing the 4 on defense and playing the point on the offensive end. So it was a good lineup for us, and then also having KCP out there with AC and Dennis. It just gives us a lot of dimension, both offensively and defensively.
And
Sorry about that. LeBron, AD was under 20 points again tonight. What do you think of his offensive rhythm right now? And are there things that you guys can do to try to get him going a little bit more, or is this just him working his way into the season still?
You said AD?
Yeah, Anthony.
No, I thought he missed some shots that he's accustomed to making. And I think AD is in a pretty good rhythm right now, and I think every game is getting better and better for him. But it's our job to get him the ball. It's our job to get him the ball. And I thought we did a great job at times. At times we did not. So we got to be better as well with that.
Dave?
About a couple years back, we were in Philly, and you were talking about the Sixers squad and the expectations placed upon them, and you said everybody wants instant oatmeal, but it takes some time for these things to come together. How do you view them now, the number one team in the East, and they just played you guys down to the wire?
I think it's a really good team that they put together. I give a lot of credit to Ellen Brand and the things that they're doing here. Obviously Doc has always won pretty much wherever he's been. And you got to play some really good basketball. So, we see as the season goes on, there's going to be a lot of teams in the Eastern Conference that's going to play championship basketball down the stretch. And I know they believe that they're one of those teams.
Two more, Bill?
Hey, LeBron. That run that you guys had in the fourth, started with a couple of buckets from Alex, and then he has steal in there also. I'm just wondering, how have his contributions maybe evolved, or what is different about the way he's contributing to this group this year, and just how much better is he than he was a year ago?
I mean, AC is whatever we need. AC is kind of a Swiss Army knife, to be honest. If you need scissors, you need a wine opener, you need a fingernail clipper, if you need a knife, he's all of that in one. He can do it all. I mean, he just helps our ball club in so many different ways. He can bring the ball up, play the point. He can play off the ball. I mean, he's shooting dead eye from the 3 this year, and he defends at a high level. And he doesn't make many mistakes. So, you always can live with that. You can live with a guy on the floor like that and just play championship basketball.
So you make him open your wine for you?
Not open my own wine. I'm going to be honest. I would not let him open my wine, and that's no disrespect to him. But when it comes to my wine, I trust myself.
Steven?
Hey, LeBron. I was just wondering, with how long you've been on the top, you've obviously had to adapt to a lot of things. I was just wondering how it is that you manage changing your game and just change in general.
You have to change with the times, I guess. You have to continue to evolve. I mean, when I came into the league, it was literally a big man's league, pretty much. And I don't mean that it's not a big man's league. Now I mean like 4s and 5s pretty much played in the paint. You had big guys, and there was a lot of posting up, things of that nature. You had some flick wings and things of that nature, but it was a big body, big man game. And as the league evolves, you have to be able to evolve with it if you want to keep up with the time, keep up with the Joneses, or keep up with the Jameses in my case. So for me, never putting a cap on my ceiling. I just want to always continue to get better and do things out on the floor that's maybe hasn't been done in other people's careers, and continue to push the envelope and see how much juice I can squeeze out of the lemon. So that was pretty loud, but that's okay. So just always trying to put myself, like I said, in a position to be successful. Continue to work on my game, work on my mind, work on my body, and see what the cards is how they be played. You play the hand that's dealt to you, and just go from there.
There, thank you.
Oh, that's it?
That's it, thank you.
Road games to start the season. Got away from you from you guys tonight. What were some of the reasons you saw out there?
a couple of breakdowns here and there defensively, especially transition. When we were getting on the third quarter, we were getting control of the game, and then a couple of breakdowns.
Hey, LeBron, what you see is the primary reason that Philly was able to build the double-digit leads, sort of, once a quarter almost, that you guys had to kind of dig your way out of?
It was a game of rust for them. The first quarter was we put them to the free throw line way too much. I believe they had 12 free throw attempts at the end of the first quarter, something like that. And B probably may have like 8 of those, and allowed them to get their defense set. Neutralized us being able to get stops to get out on the break. So we had to do a better job of that. But I thought, listen, besides that, we held them to 21 points in the second, 26 and 26, and and gave ourselves an opportunity to win at the end, and it didn't go our way. But I loved our fight. We just got to do a better job with the, keeping our hands out of the cookie jar, especially with a guy like Embiid who has, Harden like, magic as far as the swipe moves and things of that nature.
Up until that final run there, the shots weren't going down. That's happened a couple times on this trip. Have you seen anything different, or is it sort of make-miss in the way that you guys are getting shots and then converting from the perimeter?
I think we got some great looks. We play the same way every game. It's not like we change our approach, and our shooters kind of struggle tonight, obviously. We need, to open up the perimeter a lot more, but we got some great shots. Didn't make.
Wow. Hey, LeBron, that closing lineup you guys had tonight, a lot of teams, even dating back to last postseason, has struggled when you and AD are with 3 other perimeter players. Do you feel like that lineup they had tonight is a little bit of a ace in the hole that you guys have